get the right process in play, we'll get the right programs, get the right people.
All right, let's quickly move over to Akure South, one of the key senatorial districts and areas that local governments that, INEC is saying we need to watch, where Ozugbakun is, our senior political correspondent, to bring us up to speed, right, with developments out of there. Ayo, I know that the process has begun in earnest, but talk to us the level of voter turnout as it is and how INEC is able to handle the processes and the people as we speak.
Let me give you a breakdown of the statistics of the Central Senatorial District, that is Ondo Central Senatorial District. Cathedral Sacred Heart Primary School here at the Cathedral. I told you earlier, we have 68 polling units in this cathedral. Now, what is happening here is that this is Akure South. If you check the numerical strength of the registered voters, we have over 300,000 registered voters in Akure South alone. Over 300,000 registered voters. Now, the people that came to collect their PVC, they're actually 244,000. Now, 244,000, if you have to do the mathematics, I went again, after talking to you, I went to town, around town. I'm sure my engineers are able to upload that to you and you will see the visuals. And I can tell you safely, I can declare that there is voter apathy. There is voter apathy in Akure South, Akure South. Now, in the Central Senatorial District, we have Akure South, Akure North, we have Ondo Central, we have Ondo North, and we have Idori. All this makes Ondo Central Senatorial District, and altogether, they have over 800,000 registered voters. I'm sure my cameraman should pan. The number of people here in the so-called 68 units, it's not so encouraging. I've been going, and I also have members of civil society, observers from Lagos, my comrades from Lagos. I have Nelson, I have Benga Soloki and Honorable Kokola with me. Please, gentlemen, please come so that I can get from their own perspective. Let me start from Kokola Jai. Pope, you've been around. Where have you been to?
We've covered about 6 wards and Akure here. So, and of course, it's been peaceful, but unlike the previous elections, the turnout is not as massive as expected. If I take this venue, for instance, normally this place...
Lockdown.
68
polling units.
Yes, 68 polling units, and it will look as if there's a rally or carnival here. But we were surprised when we came in and we find the place...
So scanty.
This way. So
we're pretty responsible for this trend.
Well, I can't lay my hands on anything specific, but I would say, there's a seeming apathy. Maybe the political parties didn't do the appropriate mobilization. I don't know, but I just hope that whatever happens, people are here to vote, and there will be a result at the end of the day.
Okay. Ondo Central Senatorial District is the most densely populated senatorial district, and is meant to be, where you have voters and over 800,000 registered voters. If there's anybody to decide who will win this particular exercise, it's meant to be Ondo Central Senatorial District. But from the look of things, people are not turning out, and the turnout has not been encouraging, right from Obaile down to Alagbaka, GRA. We've seen what we've seen so far. I also have Comrade Benga Soloki.
Good morning.
So, from your assessment, where have you been?
We've been around Akure South for now, but we have some of our colleagues also in other places who are also feeding us with reports. But unfortunately, I want to disagree with you. It's been a mixed show. We have been to so many units where we have seen a sizable number of people coming out to cast their votes.
Sizable
number. You understand? But in some other places that also have been encouraging. So, but I would rather put the blame on the politicians, especially the political class, who have not really done extensive political education for the people. I mean, we should be able to convince. They should be able to convince the people who are supposed to, why they must vote for them, why they must come out on the day of election to cast their vote, to also educate them politically. Then also the National Orientation Agency has a responsibility to also do extensive campaign advocacy for people to participate in elections. It is not just to say we have a scanty number of people, but we must also do our job as politicians, as politicians. So, I mean, politicians should do their. Some of us who are also in this. People that look, you must vote so that we will be able to determine who governs and how you are governed. Looking at it, and according to mixed feelings, but from what I've seen from my observation, I can tell you that if this will be the senatorial district to decide who becomes the next governor, it's almost nothing to write home about in terms of turnout. The polling unit behind me here, this particular polling unit, we have 850 registered voters, people that actually collected their PVC. 850. So you can see from the 850, this will tell you something. The number of people so far, and I expected, normally 4 years ago, when I got to this polling unit, you had queues. You had people queuing up here to actually register and get accredited and vote properly. So the process is ongoing. The process is ongoing, but it's very, very slow, and I can say it's steady. So we don't have any complaints so far with the BVAS machine. It has been accrediting people, and it looks seamless. I think per voter, what you have here, let's use this man as a case study. He's going through the BVAS accreditation. He has shown his ID card now, his voter card now, and he has been identified and going through the process of BVAS, and we are looking at it. How long it's going to take? Oh, he has been identified. You can see that the BVAS is actually quite fast. So they'll check his name from the register, and they're going to give him the ballot paper, and it will go to that cubicle there. Going to that cubicle there to vote proper. So the exercise here, although orderly, but we're talking about the turnouts that hopefully we'll still have some hours that people will come to register their franchise. This is Akure South Senatorial District, and this is Sacred Heart School. In Sacred Heart School, we have 68 polling units. We have 68 polling units, and in the polling units, we're expecting people to come out here to exercise their franchise. And what we've seen so far, and we spoke with observers. I also have Comrade Nelson Ekujimi, is also an observer. Nelson, let's speak with Nelson Ekujimi, regular election observer and Amoteco specialist. Nelson, hi.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Ondo State.
Okay, what have you seen so far? Where have you been?
Well, I've been to Akure South.
Okay.
And I've been to, I'm on my way now to Idori.
Okay, part of the central
yes. I've seen good turnout in some places, and in some places the turnout is still low. We expect, because the voting time is 2:30 p.m. except where people are more than the expected, and the law says they must all be accredited on the queue to vote. So we expect that it's still early in the day. We must commend INEC. In some polling units, they arrive as early as 6:45 a.m. We were all shocked. We woke up, opening our windows, and we saw INEC already setting up their
Akure.
In Akure South, yes, in Akure South, I can testify to that. So we expect that it has been peaceful so far. We can see security operatives on motorized patrols, as well as at polling stations, and we expect that the voters will still turn out, before the close of the process.
When you look at the level of security around the team, are you impressed?
I'm very, very impressed, yes. I'm very impressed because until this morning, you didn't notice the security presence, but they just emerged out of the blues. It's their security, technology, tactics. So with the security on ground, everybody is careful, just like in Edo. And we expect that the peace that has pervaded the election process since we started this morning, we hope and pray that it will endure till after the election and beyond.
Okay. I want to thank you, Comrade Nelson Ekujemi. Exercise has been adjudged to be peaceful so far, and we've seen around Akure South and Akure South and Akure North local governments. We are still getting information from Idori and Akure, on those centrals, beg your pardon. Those are the town and major cities that make the senatorial districts of the central senatorial districts. I told you that we're still expecting people, and between now and 2:30 we'll be able to conclude how the exercise actually went. From what we have seen in this polling unit, the turnout is not too encouraging.
All right, I would definitely get back to you. We see that the sun is scorching as it is, and although from what the observers have said, there are some improvement and encouraging turnout in some of the areas where you are, but we'll definitely keep tabs with you there. All right, just to bring you up to speed now, our viewers, that Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Ayodele, has cast his ballot at his hometown in Obenla in Ilaje local government. The governor voted at exactly 8:50 a.m. amidst cheers from his kinsmen. Now, while speaking with newsmen, Governor Ayodele commended officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission for arriving early at the polling units with voting materials. He asked residents of the state to be law-abiding and exercise their democratic rights peacefully. Interesting, and those are the visuals there of the governor casting his ballot. We have Olaide standing by to bring us up to speed. He was following the governor, and quickly tell us how the process went, and also bring us up to speed with if there were any issues where you are.
So, after about 40 minutes on the water, we got here at exactly 8.
All right, we'll definitely get back to Olaide Oyewole to bring us up to speed with the process in Ilaje, where the Governor Lucky Ayodele, actually cast his ballot at Benla there. Although he has cast his ballot, but Olaide will bring us up to speed with how the process went. The governor has commended the process, but then we also need to